Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. However, for this particular video and some future videos to come in this series, I'm going to refer to myself as Cinema of Blood because this is the second video in the 50 years of horror movies series that I'm going to be doing. So this is the year 1973. I've got 5 horror movies picked out. Now in the 1972 video I did lay down a few ground rules. I'm going to go over those really quickly. First of all, I want to try to avoid any remakes. Alright? That rule will be broken every now and then, but I do want to try to avoid remakes if I can. Let's see, what was the other rule I had for that? Another rule I had was, yes, TV movies will be included in this, alright? And the first one, I'm trying to remember what the first rule was that I said, and I can't remember it right off the top of my head, so maybe it'll come to me, or if you're watching the 72 video, which should have posted by now, according to this video. It's Saturday right now, but this video is going to post on Friday because that's the way I'm going to do it. Is I'm going to post these videos on Monday and Friday, and then Wednesday is going to be open for anything, you know. Alright, so I've got 5 movies here. And I have a question for you guys, and I'll ask the question if I remember correctly. I'll ask the question at the end of the video. Alright? So then, you know, you guys give me your answer in the comments below. Alright? Alright, so the first movie we got, I was talking about TV movies, and I was talking about remakes. Now this is the original film. The remake starred Katie Holmes and Bailey Madison as a young girl. I can't remember who played the male lead in the film. But anyway, this is the original TV movie of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And this was directed by John Newland. It was written by Nigel McKean. It starred Kim Darby, Jim Hutton, and Barbara Anderson. And what this film is about, or what this TV movie is about this couple that moves into this old mansion. Alright, so in this old mansion are these small demon-like creatures that are kind of like in the walls and stuff. And their sole purpose is they want to make the wife, Kim Darby, they want to make her one of their own. Alright? Now in the remake, the way it went was it was a little girl, and they wanted to make the little girl one of their own, and Katie Holmes was the mother or the stepmother or something like that. I can't remember. And she's got to figure out a way to defeat these creatures and keep this from happening. Alright? I saw the remake. I have not seen the original. The original sounds creepy as hell, so I am going to have to try to find it. Alright? Like I said, some of these movies on here I have not seen yet. They are recommendations not only for me or for you, but they are recommendations for me as well. Alright, so that was Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Now this next one, along with the last movie on this list, I am going to say very little about because I do not want to spoil this movie for you. Or the last one on the list. If you've not seen these 2 movies, don't let somebody spoil them for you. Okay? Watch them and enjoy them because they are fantastic. They are masterpieces in my opinion. Alright, so the one I'm talking about right now is Don't Look Now. And this is directed by Nicholas Roeg. It's by a screenplay by Alan Scott and Chris Bryant, and it is based on a story by Daphne du Maurier. Alright? So this stars Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. And it is about this couple, played by Sutherland and Christie, who lose their child. Alright? So after losing their child, they go to Venice. Or I'm sorry, is it Venice or Vienna? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. I think it's Venice. Yeah, Venice is the one that has the streets that are made of like water, right? Yeah, Venice. Anyway, they meet these 2 sisters. And the 2 sisters are like kind of like psychics, alright? So that's one creepy part of it. And the other part of it is that Donald Sutherland keeps having these premonitions these visions, and one of the visions, he keeps seeing this small red-coated, or small individual in a red raincoat, all through the streets of Vienna, you know, and so he's just kind of obsessed with this thing, with this I'll say apparition. I'm not gonna say it's not a ghost, but I'm just saying this apparition. All right, okay. That's all I'm gonna really tell you about it. I don't want to tell you any more about Don't Look Now. If you have not seen Don't Look Now, please check out Don't Look Now. Okay. Anyway, that was Don't Look Now. Okay. So let's move on, because I've just, one thing about Don't Look Now, a very interesting thing was, and this isn't a spoiler, but there is a love-making scene in this between Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie, and for years people were absolutely convinced that these two, actor and actress, were actually doing it in the movie. For real, all right? That just goes to show you how good these two are at acting. Of course, Sutherland is just phenomenal. I mean, he's just a great actor. Anyway, all right, let's move on to the next movie. The next movie is The Legend of Hell House, and this is directed by directed by John Houff. And it is a screenplay by Richard Matheson, and it is based on Matheson's novel Hell House. All right, so what this is about, it stars Roddy McDowall, Gail Honeycutt, and Pamela Franklin, and a couple other people. I'm trying not to name every single person in the movie. That just takes too long. Anyway, it's about a physicist, his wife, and these two mediums, and they are hired to investigate the Belasco house, because in 1927, in the Belasco house, 27 people died with no explanation as to what happened to them, all right? And as you can pretty well guess, being a movie about a place called Hell House, or nicknamed Hell House, you can pretty well imagine what is going to happen in this movie. The Legend of Hell House, or Hell House by Richard Matheson, I have always said that Hell House is like the big bad brother of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. You know, it's just a little bit, you know, don't get me wrong, the Hill House was a pretty nasty place. I mean, pretty horrible place to be. But Hell House just seems even nastier, all right? So yeah, that is The Legend of Hell House. So let's move on. All right, so now the next one, you have to be careful how you pronounce this one, all right? Now, this one has 7 letters in it. Every letter is the same letter, and it is S. All right? You got to get all 7 letters in there, because if you don't, you got S. You know, that sounds like you're calling somebody. And if you go, that sounds like a sprinkler system. All right? So anyway, S. Yeah, there you go. All right, it's directed by Bernard Kowalski. It is a screenplay by Hal Dresner and a story by Daniel C. Strapecki. All right, this movie stars Strother Martin, Dirk Benedict, and Heather Menzies, who during the time in the 70s, see, this is 73, I was 11 years old. Yes, I was an 11-year-old boy with a little bit of a crush on Heather Menzies. All right, so anyway, what this is about this scientist, and if you want to call him a mad scientist, you can definitely call him a mad scientist, because he is doing these experiments with this serum that enables him to turn human beings into snakes. Okay? Are you with me on that? Okay. Alright, so he's got Dirk Benedict, and Dirk is this college student, and Dirk is kind of like his lab assistant, and he is injecting Dirk with this serum, but he's not telling Dirk, I don't know what Dirk's character's name is, but he's not telling Dirk exactly what he is doing to him, and Dirk starts going through these this transformation very slowly. You know, kind of shades of Goldblum in The Fly, how it just started gradually happening, all right? I love this movie. I've watched this movie so many times, and it's just, there's one part in it that just scares the hell out of me, and it's they're talking about this this football player that disappeared, and he was one of this guy's assistants. And then they run into the football player in this circus or fair, and he's been turned into like this snake man or whatever. And it's like, I just thought how horrifying that is. It's like, you know, to have this happen to you and really nothing you can do about it and nobody can help you or whatever. Anyway, it scared the shit out of me. All right. Anyway, that is... All right. All right. Last but not least. Now, remember I told you that this one and the one that Don't Look Now are two movies I can't talk too much about because I don't want to give them away. Last but not least, we have got The Wicker Man. Alright, The Wicker Man is directed by Robin Hardy, screenplay is by Anthony Schaefer, and is from a novel called Ritual by David Pinner. Alright, this movie stars Edward Woodward, Christopher Lee, and Brett Eklund, among others. Also Ingrid Pitt, Diane Salento, but those three are kind of the main three stars, I believe, personally. Between Lee and Woodward, those two are the two main leads. Anyway, what this is about is this police sergeant, Sergeant Howie, who is tasked to investigate the disappearance of this young girl on this island called Summer Isle. All right? So he goes to Summer Isle, he starts to investigate. Every time he turns around, it's a complete dead end, and these people, for lack of a better word, are pretty much crazy. They're nuts, all right? They're like pagans, they're like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying pagan people are nuts. I'm just saying that the people on this island are kind of nuts, all right? And just every time he turns around, no matter what he does, he just can't catch a break. And it turns out there's this, we'll say just kind of conspiracy, and that is all I'm going to say about this movie, okay? You cannot give away the ending of this movie. If you give away the ending, well, first of all, if you give away the ending to any movie before anybody has seen it, you suck, okay? That's just put it that way. So don't do that, all right? Anyway, that is The Wicker Man, and that is going to conclude our 1973 segment for 50 years of horror movies. Now, my question is this. Would you rather I film each year individually, you know, like I've done so far with 72 and 73, or would you rather I do 2 years per video? Now, the pros and cons of that are this. If I don't do it, then the videos are going to be anywhere from, I don't know, 14 to 20 minutes, something like that. And if I do combine the two, it's going to be even longer. And I get a feeling you guys don't want to watch it if it's too long, all right? So let me know in the comments down below what you would rather I do. And then moving forward from there, whatever it hasn't been posted, then we'll do whatever you guys want me to do. All right. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Cinema of Blood with 50 years of horror movies, 1973. Take care and stay scared. Bye bye.